Hi Shelley, you've had a bit of a problematic shoulder since you had a fall earlier this year, and we simply put the electric acupuncture device on we asked you where your sore spot was on the shoulder, and we put it on there, and you've had a few ligaments that have got a hole in them or something like that. Is that what they said?
That's correct, yes.
Yep. And the overall effect is that you get quite a bit of pain when you try and move it behind you, don't you?
That's correct.
And what happened after we spent about 5 minutes with the electric acupuncture device just sitting on the surface of that pain?
Well, I definitely have got way more movement in my arm than what I had before.
Right.
Yeah, a lot more movement and a lot freer of the pain. It's incredible.
Wow. And yeah, so you can imagine how if you could do that a couple of times a day, how it might save you. Are you on any medical drugs at the moment for pain?
No, not for pain.
Okay, but you can imagine that would give you a bit more freedom if you could maintain that level of mobility and
Oh, definitely.
pain relief, eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's just one little device, you know. There's so many different things out there, from bioptron lights to APS devices to bee venom cream to homegrown aloe vera to magnets to all sorts of things. And you've got another interesting story, because you get RSI in one of your wrists or something, don't you?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, and you've just come out here to buy one of my kneel chairs, and you sort of told me something about it I'd heard before, but I was never really sure whether it did much for RSI. But you reckon that by being on one of these kneel chairs like you are now, that it seems to somehow help your back and help your RSI?
Oh, most definitely. 22 years ago I started to develop RSI in my right hand.
Yeah.
And by chance I happened to get one of these chairs, and within a year later I met a friend of mine who was complaining about RSI, and I suddenly realised that I hadn't had any symptoms for that whole year that I'd been using the chair.
Wow,
so for the last 22 years I've knelt on a chair working in an office and never ever had any problem with it.
Wow.
So it's amazing.
Yeah, well, I hope that our medical gurus are paying attention to what the patients are saying. Otherwise they're ripping them off, really, aren't they? If they're not listening to the patients and learning what the patients have got to tell, they're not really serving the other patients, eh?
Absolutely.
All right, thanks a lot for that, Shelley.
You're welcome. Thank you.